Sup vlogger fans, it's the vlogger man. I've filmed this thing I'm doing right now about 3 times because the sun keeps pouring in and ruining my shot, and I am a cinematographer these days. Happy New Year. Hope you've had a lovely holidays or continuing to have a bit of time off, like the whole music industry. Do not try sending an email to anyone at this time. It simply does not work. I did vlog the US tour, however, I got sick again. I'm fine now. And it just ended up being a little bit depressing. It ended up being a little bit like, why are you sick all the time? You're doing the same thing every day. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to scrap that. But let's do some vlogging now I'm at home. With this terrible fucking lighting, I'll probably redo this in a minute. I want to talk about 2023, stuff I wanted to achieve, stuff I achieved. It's very arrogant, isn't it? You can tell me what you achieved if you want in the comments. But I mainly want to find out what you want from me moving forward in 2024 on this platform, youtube.com, because I doubled down on YouTube last year. It paid off. I'm going to double down again. So what's that? Quadruple down. So let's go to the gym first, and then let's talk about what you want to see. I need your help. I need you to tell me what you want. Gym, leg day, first leg day back in 8 weeks, because I don't do legs on tour because it messes with my drumming. Let's go. I literally went to accelerate my car and my legs are jelly. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to sit here for a minute. Oh, my arse as well. Fuck me. Here we are. We're here. We're back from the gym. My New Year's resolution in 2023 was, first off, I love a New Year's resolution. Anyone that's like, oh, if you haven't done it yet, you're never going to do it. Fuck those people, okay? Because having that one date to look back on, exactly 1 year from them, it's really nice to remember number 1-1. Having that date is super good for checking your progress. Okay, so my resolution last year was to get better feet at the drum. Other than like business stuff, I wanted to improve on the business, the downbeat, stuff like that, which I did. We'll get into that. My main one for myself and for my mental health, honestly, was improve my right foot. Never had right foot technique in my life. I've always just stomped as hard as I can. Playing more intricate stuff with not that great technique had started getting bad for me, maybe 21, 22. It was 2021, 2022, not at the ages of that. I was ripping at those ages. I was getting fatigued while playing quite a lot because a lot of leg. I like going to the gym, right? I couldn't do as much gym and drums as I wanted. Took a look at it. Had some professionals like Stan Bicknell have a look at it, and they were like, you don't have a foot technique, you're just slamming as hard as you can on the pedals, and for the kind of stuff that you want to play, that's not great. Over the course of the last year, I had a million great conversations with drummers like Matt Gasker on the podcast, and they sort of reiterated what I needed to know, which was I need to fix my foot technique. Spent the whole year working on basically playing from the toe for the first hit of 2 hits. There'll be a lot of you watching this going, oh, that's how you play the drums. Didn't know. Spent the whole year on it. I'm talking every warm-up. Every time I played the drums, I would do 20 minutes of warming up on that technique. I would go through Benny Grebb's language of drumming, 16th note on the kick drum. Anytime there was 2 kicks in a row, the first one would be my toe, the second one would be my full leg. It never clicked until that last tour we just did that ended December 19th. I got through the whole tour with that almost muscle memory. That's just how I played 2 kicks in a row. Guess what? I played the best I've ever played in my life. Yes, a part of that was there was a lot of days off. Yes, a part of that was we'd just done a headline 70-minute set tour where I was sick for the whole tour. Then I got better in the States. And, we were playing 40 minutes. I've been playing half an hour more than that while sick. So a lot of it was like it was almost like altitude training, some sort of sick, twisted altitude training. Anyway, I think that is in my drum vocabulary now. Now, what we're going to do in 2024 to see if I can make it even better, the reason I showed you the end of that gym workout, that last exercise I did was a tib raise. I don't know the full name for the muscle, tibular. anterior tibulus, whatever, your shin muscle. Shout out Extreme Gym, Glasgow. They have a tib machine. Now, two things that happened early in my drum career that I did at the same time, and I could never really attribute, but I do think they were synergistic. Is that a word? Was I started going to the gym and I started doing molar with my hands at around the same time. My hands got pretty bulletproof. Never really have to warm up. I do still warm up, but I never get injured. Touch wood, touch fake IKEA MDF. I never really get injured. And if I could get to that level with my feet, that would be amazing. So the foot technique I'm learning is kind of like molar for the feet. That's how Stan Bicknell calls it. But then also, I think training, a lot of people train the calves, but the calf is to keep your foot raised, but to actually play with your toes, that's a shin movement. I never feel the burn in my shins when I'm playing the drums. I think there's an activation that isn't happening. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to start doing these shin raises, essentially, see if building that muscle up can really help with this new technique. And we'll find out probably a year from, I'll keep you posted, but we'll find out probably a year from now whether or not it's worked. I'm aware we've got a bit of lens glare because I'm going to fucking kill myself. Lens glare dealt with-ish. Subsequent meltdown from lens glare deleted from footage. Last year, Stray played 85 shows in 14 countries. That's like 100 days on tour. This year we're recording, so we're not going to be doing that touring. If we do tour, it's going to be at the end of the year, unless anything changes. Which means I've got a lot of time to concentrate on this. I'll double down on YouTube, as I said earlier. I doubled down on YouTube last year. It was successful, 2023. 2.9 million views, 600,000 watch time, 20,000 subscribers. Big up yourselves. That's close. I'm getting close. I just need to double that this year and I will get the little vanity plaque. Okay, let's compare that with 2022. Views 2.1 million. So views are up 50%. Watch time 222,000. So that's up 100%. Subscribers 10,000, so that's up 100%. Estimated revenue, that's up 200%. So let's go balls deep on YouTube then. That's good. That's good. That's growth. Okay, that's nice. We like it. So what I need to know from you is what I'm going to do. So I'm thinking about going back to streaming. Twitch took away the 70-30 split from all partners, and that rubbed me up the wrong way. I was a bit annoyed, basically. If you were working and your employer took away 20% of your wages, you'd be very annoyed, wouldn't you? Is that maths right? Yeah, it is. So they do this partner, they replaced it with this, incredibly capitalist Partner Plus campaign where if you get over, I think it's 350 subscribers a month for 3 months in a row, they give you 70-30 split for 12 months. My problem with that in 2023 was I was never at home enough. I wasn't at home for 3 months in a row, so I could never hit it. Now I'm going to be at home. I'm debating trying to hit it, not only because I miss the community that Twitch has. Also, it brings a lot of people here to the YouTube, which is actually now my main operation, what I'm mainly focusing on. So I'm thinking about doing that. Let me know if I should come back to Twitch. Let me know if I should simply be doing... This is the other thing. The reason I only put clips of that gym stuff in. Do you really want to see a lot? I say a lot. Maybe 10 people said you should do more lifestyle vlogs. My issue is if I start doing them, not only is it cringe doing them in my head, I hate it. But number two, if it gets less views, then the algorithm's going to push the rest of my stuff. So I need to know what you want. Podcast-wise, I did 26 video podcasts. Last year's other resolution was to do the downbeat, all video, all in person. Did 26 video podcasts. Went to Nashville, Patreon paid for it. Big up the Patreon, I love you so much. With that, I really tried to push it at the end of the year and I did 3 episodes a month. And I've learned not to do that because what actually happened was all 3 episodes those last 2 months got less views. I think there's a cap. I think there's my lovely downbeat, loyal, lovely, love you people. You're going to watch whatever. And I love that. But I think there's a limit to how much you consume a month. So I think 2 episodes a month, maybe not in January, to be honest with you, because there's not a lot of gigs on right now. I've got to bank them. 2 episodes a month, I think, is the move. So what do I do with that other stuff? Do I do more vlog stuff? Do you want more drumming? Do you want lessons? All these things take time and energy. Luckily, I have enough time and hopefully enough energy to do it. But I need you to tell me what you want. So if there's a resounding move in one direction, I'm like, okay, that's what everyone wants. Obviously, the podcast is still going to be happening. Even with the podcast, it used to be you only like drum episodes. Now, actually, you don't like the drum episodes. So it was never a drum podcast. It's just, I know a lot of drummers. I've got a lot in common with a lot of drummers. I have a lot of heroes that are drummers. So I'm obviously going to still try and get those. I need to try and shake off the drum podcast element. Still, I tried that in 2023. Still shaking that off. I've got my cymbal hopefully coming out with Zildjian, the best cymbal company in the world, 2024. I hope. It's nearly finished. I would say the last one I got, I thought was great. They said they can make it even better. Find out about that. That's coming in 2024. Patreon's going to get exclusive access, early access. I won't say exclusive. Patreon's going to get early access to that. At least 50 of them. I believe we're going to make 100 to start. Kick drum techniques getting fixed. YouTube, tell me what you want. Podcast, more of the same. Going to do another trip. Got to figure out where most people are. I could honestly do Nashville again. There was a lot of people I didn't get to do. I had that bag dilemma, and that meant I had to not do Cody from Wage War, and a couple of other people, so I do need to do that. The other thing I did last year, it's the first, relax bro. The other thing I did last year, which was a gamble, was I opened up the US downbeat store, and it was, I want to say, a success, but it also at the same time abandoned the UK store. The stuff that's in the UK store is still going to be shipping, obviously, but I'm not restocking the UK store until I figure out what I'm going to do in the UK. I didn't like the disconnect between the States store and the UK store. As a business, it was very, very confusing. As a consumer, it was probably more confusing. The issue now is that people that want to buy from the US get cheap shipping, and people that want to buy from the UK have to pay extraordinary shipping. I'm keeping it as low as I can, but I don't set the postage rates. I need to figure out what to do with that. My brand goal with that is, like, think of it's not podcast merch in my mind. It's a brand that has a podcast. So if you think of any other brand, they don't have 2 stores with 2 separate bunch of things. Bands do, but I don't want to be like that. I want to be a brand. So I need to figure out how to make it one website. Everyone pays relatively cheap shipping. I've got some ideas on how to do it. It might be that shipping is cheap at a certain cut off, and then hopefully more items sold would I'll take the hit on the shipping. More items sold would balance it out. I don't know how it works. I'm just one guy who has sort of made a business and doesn't know what he's doing. So I need your help with everything. I need your help. What am I doing on YouTube? I love making clothes. I've got a notes folder with all the clothes I want to make this year. Samples being made from factories. I'm super stoked on. I just need to get it to you without you moaning about the postage. And you are right to moan about the postage. Don't moan at me, moan at the system. You are right. Let's get it. Hopefully this hasn't been boring. If you think this is boring, never do this again. Just do this. Never do this again. This one was really boring. Play the drums more, you idiot. The one thing I will not be doing unless I go back to Twitch is reacting. Right, I started reacting in the pandemic for something to do, and I also wanted to educate people with fake drummers. That was my main reason for it. And then I hate reaction culture. I think it's parasitic. It's people watching other people's hard work. I don't know why everyone loves it so much. Maybe it's an age thing. I don't know. I'm not trying to do any more reacting unless we're on Twitch and maybe someone comes. I would like to say I'll take credit for this. Since Devin Attard, who is a lovely guy and who is now not editing his videos, since him, we haven't seen a real faker, have we? Really? I like to think I bullied that into happening. And that is my gift to you. Let me know what you want. 64% of you aren't subscribed. Subscribe, I want that little plaque. I love you. I would not even be making this dumb little video if it wasn't for you, for your support. 2023 was the best career year of my life. Literally owe it to every single one of you, other than the people that hate watching this. But if you got into a 15-minute video on a hate watch, I think the problem is you, not me. I hope you guys had a lovely holidays. I hope you're going to smash 2024. Let's get it. Peace.